Okay, are we on? Are we on? Yes, we are on. I should certainly hope so. Hello everyone, come one, come all, come in general. This is Top Knot Analysis, your favourite YouTube video essayist reviewer talkie man on the YouTube's, Reddit's, Tickety Talks and Tumblerinos. Dear lord. Oh my, I thought I felt something coming on for a hot second. Anyway, yeah, okay, yeah, everything is coming through relatively well. So, yeah, all of this is to say, you might be thinking, Top Knot, why are you not streaming a videos game right now? To which I say, well, if you followed my last stream at the end of that, I said, yo, I will stream more Silksong if I manage to get some creative writing done for the 100 subscriber special on my main channel, Top Knot Analysis. I know I sometimes alternate between deciding which channel is my main channel. Like, I feel like I'm better at making stuff for this channel, but my heart lies in Top Knot Analysis, you know? So, basically that. Yeah. What else do I have in mind? I guess, first off, okay, I mean, as y'all can see from the title, we're going to be doing some brainstorming for... Okay, you know what, for once I'm not going to send this video around to all of the lads, just because, you know what, maybe it would be better if what I actually end up deciding on should be a surprise for them. If they want to drop in, then they can, but yeah, whatever, it's cool. It's just going to be up to the algorithm, I suppose. So, yeah. This is why we are here today. I also need to go over to that, so yeah, there we go. And is the live chat on? I certainly hope so. Yes, it is. I'm just going to send a little hi with a bunch of eyes. You know, all three of them. One of which not even being, well... Yeah, one of them isn't even in... Whatever it's called. They don't speak the language. They don't talk to them. So, yeah, basically that. Okay. Oh dear, I should probably mute that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is enough waffling for now. Let's get into it. So, brainstorming notes for the 100 subscriber Top Knot Analysis video. So, I mean, number one, I guess we'll start off with, like, base concepts. So, I guess we'll have 1, a review, 2, top 10. You know, yeah, I'm feeling review or top 10, you know, most strongly, so hell yeah. On the one hand, okay, I mean, even though I know in the grand scheme of things 100 subscribers isn't peanuts, and also bearing in mind, you know, I'm a YouTube fan. A lot of my guys who you know, who are into this are struggling with just, like, low thousands. And even, you know, and getting low thousands regularly, maybe, you know, maybe bad news if you're trying to, well, yeah, it may be bad news for you, but, you know, for me, getting thousands regularly on horizontal tube would be quite, yeah, it would be quite nice, personally. So, okay then, I guess, okay, so we have our base concepts out of the way, so, I guess, okay, in terms of what to review, you know, okay, again, like, on account of this being, like, a subscriber special, I don't necessarily have to make it on something that's, like, current or trending or whatever the flending, so, oh, hello, a ranking of some shit, Okay, cool. Yeah, I can work with that. Good to see you again, Kino. Yes, Kino, you see. Um, yeah, okay, I guess... Okay, let's think of a couple different things that I could do a ranking on. I could do boss fights. Just flagrantly striking at a bit of the sunburned albinos, why don't I? Could do films. Could do maybe characters. Something character based would be nice for me. Yeah, what else? I feel like I had something else and... Ah! You know what? Even more specifically, we're gonna go... Like, if I do characters, I might do villains. Specifically because one of my first proper video essays on Top Knot analysis was an entry for one villainous scene. Y'all remember one villainous scene from the Nando v movie situation when that was a thing? So yeah. And he stopped doing those. He stopped doing those, and that's a damn shame. So the only ones I properly got to take part in were one villainous scene and one final scene, basically. I do know there was a musical one in between, which I almost made a video essay for. Like, I was going to make it about Wu-Tang American Saga. However, the life caught up to me and I wasn't able to do it, so there's that. But whatever, it's cool. Okay, at the same time, if I were to do a ranking... I think that would be hard to do with villains, just because, I mean, yeah, when it comes to a lot of media, like I say, I have favourites. Like, for me, it's like, it's less so, I think XYZ is better than ABC, and more so, like, XYZ and ABC are in the same tier of things I like called my favourites, and then the next tier below is stuff that I just like okay. So take that how you will. I suppose... Yeah, I mean, then again, with that said, one of my favourite one of my favourite videos I've made is the Walking Dead villains ranking. That was really cool. Yeah, especially just with... I got it! Ranking Dispatch. That would be good, because, yeah, just because, like, I mean, it would be a ranking less so based on what I think is best, and more so, like, what I think blank. I don't know. I mean, I've done a smash or pass, but, yeah, I don't know. What could we do a ranking with Dispatch characters on? I guess we can come back to that. So, yeah, okay. We got those... like, assorted categories out of the way, I suppose. And I guess I'll also add a ranking tier list. Okay, so we're going somewhere with this. Okay, you know what? I think boss fights is starting to yeah, I think boss fight is starting to reach out to me a fair bit. Yeah, but at the same... Then again... Huh. Yeah. Let's see. Alright. Then again... Okay, yeah. Well, let's pull on that thread. Why on earth not? Okay, so boss fights ranking. You know, I guess that also could work into top 10. So, yeah. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Okay. I guess before we start properly ranking them, I'll just list out like 10 random great boss fights in the worlds that I guess the only other rule I have to input is it has to be boss fights that I myself have personally played. You know, and also, yeah, so this is all coming straight off the Dippity Dome, yo. Yeah, what else? Okay, I guess, okay, let's start with, okay, first in mind. Okay, and also for argument's sake, we're also going to go one boss fight per game, so as, you know, otherwise half of these would be full of, like, Sekiro and Soulsborne bosses, so yeah. So, I think one will have to be out, yeah, not necessarily number one, but just ones that I'm thinking of. Okay, this is going to be a toss-up between Allfather or Ishin. Just for the Sekiro entry. Just because, yeah, like, they're both great for different reasons. Yeah, like Allfather feels like fighting a souped-up version of yourself, and Ishin feels like fighting a dude with everything in the world, and how the hell are you even dipping and dodging through his shenanigans? So, yeah. Okay, so that's Sekiro out the way for that one. Has to be, you know what, yeah, the boss, MGS Snake Eater. Yeah, like, yeah, or, Final Metal Gear 3. Car fight. Yeah, one of those two. I think the car fight thing I'm thinking of is close to when you defeated Volgin. You know, either directly before or directly after. So yeah, yeah, one of those two. Really solid, good time stuff. You know what? I mean, now that I have completed Neo both 1 and 2, that's another thing. I'm very much looking forward to Neo 3. Like, which sucks, because I'm also looking forward to Spine, and so my bank account is going to look a little bit strange, and, you know, when all of those things drop. Ow. Cut myself. Okay, yeah, what's a good... Okay, just from a purely visual perspective, Nue is striking me a lot from Neo 3. Just... Although, then again... Oh no, in, yeah, both Neo 1 and 2, there was that guy with the wind abilities. You know, he was a massive, big bastard to fight. But you know what? Yeah, we're going to go Neo... Wind Sword Man. I know that doesn't make a fat lot of sense, but whatever, it's cool. Yeah, but that's quite... Oh, or better... Okay, is it... Wow, I'm really coming up with so many alternatives between all of these. But yeah, or the Yuki and Oda fight. For clarification on that one of the, like, post-story levels in Neo 1, I believe, is where you get to fight, Oda combined with the Ice Lady. I'm assuming the Ice Lady's name is Yuki, that's why, yeah. So, yeah, basically that. Yeah. Also, apologies if I'm, like, occasionally, like, yeah, overly moving too much and ending up cutting myself at weird places, so yeah. But whatever, it's cool. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3... Okay, still got a few more bosses to go through. Okay, well, we gotta have the... What's it called? The big the big boss from Last of Us 2, like the big whaley beast monster thing. The Rat King. That's it. That's one. The Rat King. Oh, dear me. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm looking to my left. There is Elden Ring. Elden Ring is certainly up there. Like, so many of the bosses I've chosen so far are like the final bosses of a lot of stuff. And I don't want to make this like a list of all of the best final bosses in particular, just because that reminds me of Hollow Knight 1. And you know what, yeah, for posterity's sake, although I'm not going to include Silksong yet, on this list, just because I haven't finished Silksong, you know what I can include? The Mantis Lords. Yes! Yeah, they may not be the hardest or the best fight, but they're my favourite to fight. So yeah, it's very positiony. So yeah, and you know what? Okay, it seems weird of me to include to not include Silksong, yet include Balteus. But you know what? For posterity's sake, we'll also go Balteus. Why on earth not? Yeah. Yeah. And also, you know what? Like, if memory serves me right, I believe it was Yamata no Orochi from Neo 1, which is another boss that I also beat on the first try. So yeah, take that how you will, I guess. Okay, right now I'm looking to my left of like some of my games are also stacked up. Persona Fizzle. I mean, it's a. You know what? Yeah, I can go for a catchy. I can go for a bit of a catchy. With the Persona. So yeah, who doesn't like some delicious pancakes? Am I right? Anyway, Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, here's. Actually, no. I'm going to refrain from including any of the Ghost of Tsushima bosses on this game. Not because I don't like the gameplay, but I quite like the gameplay. I mean, I completed the game. I haven't platinumed it, but yeah. The only reason I'm not including Ghost of Tsushima is because, like, for some reason, while I've been playing so much of Yote, I keep having the feeling of like, yeah, but I feel like this was better in Tsushima. I feel like this was better in Tsushima. But then I came across like another reviewer suggesting, yo, if you like Ghost of Tsushima, maybe it's just nostalgia, like actually replay it. It's, not a huge difference. So it's like, okay, maybe I should replay Tsushima back to back. If I were to do things that way, I suppose. So like purely for the lack of story. These are a lot more story related, like, boss fights that I like for the most part, even. Like, besides the Yuki and Oda fight, which was infamously ball shredding to me. I talk about I didn't include the Mantis Lords because they're the best fight, but because I like fighting them, because it feels great to fight them. It did not feel great to fight Yuki and Oda at the same time. It only felt great to beat the odds. And that's all I'll say on that. What else? Oh yeah, and also let's double check. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I just need to come up with 3 more boss fights from games I like. I know, this one's for nostalgic reasons, but that mushroom zombie lord from Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. And that's because I have a whole story about that. Like, long story short, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Pretty solid Mario RPG game. I first played it with my brother when we were like really, really young. And there was this one boss fight in particular that no matter how much damage we did to it, it just felt like it was a fight that was going on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And yeah, like even after, like hopping and using all of the items and draining ourselves dry of, of super abilities that we just weren't able to make a dent. And smash cut to like a number of years later, and I somehow beat it on my own. So yeah, basically that. So yeah. And you know what? Hand in hand with that, we'll also add Cell DBG Budokai for basically the same reasons as that. And okay. So who can we add for our last? Oh, hold up. What do we have here? Oh well. Okay. Okay, let me think. I'm honestly surprised I haven't put in anything from Elden Ring, because I really, really like Elden Ring. Yeah, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh god, that... I swear to God, you know what? Taking on Malekith. Malekith, because the reason I especially like Malekith, not just because he's a fun boss to fight, but also he's the boss that made me discover how useful the Bloodhound step is. So, yeah. Yeah, like Bloodhound step on the Antspur rapier, that's one of the cornerstones of most of my builds, pretty much. So yeah, I guess we'll go Malekith. Huh. Okay, well, I suppose now is time to do the ranking, I suppose. So yeah. Then again, I do feel kind of bad about making this into a list for a video, just because, I mean, most of these games I could replay or re-experience somehow. Then again, no, I could replay or re-experience basically all of them thanks to the power of YouTube. I mean, I'll definitely have to use YouTube and other means to find out the actual names of these bosses on account of I don't remember all of them, clearly. So you know what, it's actually not that big a deal, so hell yeah. Yeah. Well, okay then. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, whatever, it's cool. So, I guess we'll start off with number 10. Yeah, we'll start off with number 1. I think... but 9 souls is... Okay, you know what? I'm also going to make an honourable mentions as well. So, how so? Okay, yeah. Honourable mentions. And you know what? This is where I can start including, like, other cool stuff that I didn't get to include before, so yeah. Fluffing... I'm gonna say Millennia from the Elden Rings. Why on earth not? Then again... Nah, what was that other guy? Yeah, no, Millennia was strong, however, she was so impossibly difficult in her second phase. I basically only was able to beat her with a summon dude, so yeah. Like, even with the Bloodhound step and everything. Was it Radahn? Radahn is the one with the spindle horse, right? I think so, yeah. Yeah, so honourable mentions. Radahn, who else? 9 souls, yes. You know, I'm going to say the brother-sister duo as well. Or brother-sister duo, or crazy bathtub lady. 9 souls. Who else is there? I guess we could... I mean, only because it's honourable mentions, I can be a bit loosey-goosey with the definition. So in that case, I can also say the prison... Wendigo from... Wendigos until dawn. Or actually, even better than that, the... Okay, I don't want to say the exploring Wendigos because that's too vague. The Wendigo encounter where you're the nerdy dude. Okay, we'll go for just the outdoor Wendigos, which doesn't exactly narrow it down, but whatever, it's cool. Or we can just call it Wendigo encounters in general, so yeah. Okay. Who else? You know what? Where is my... There it is. Let me think. I mean, we gotta put Master Hand in there. Master Hand. Crazy Hand. Almost spelt it. Hanad. I am a member of Hanad. I want to suck your blood. And your GDP. Anyway. Okay, well, if y'all are going to hear anything in the background, that's going to be coming from the TV, which, I mean, that's not... Yeah, that is coming from the TV. Or the monitor, I should say, to use its proper title. But yeah, you know what? I'm also going to throw in Measurehead. You know, he's kind of a boss fight. You know, if you're really okay with stretching the definition of things. You know, we'll also go with Shroud. Shroud Dispatch. Why on earth not? I'm just fiddling through some of my gaming library to see what else I could possibly include. Oh yeah, it's a shame I haven't completed or gotten too far into Lies of P yet, otherwise, because, you know, I'm really interested in streaming that again when I pick it up. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. The Neo 3 questionnaire dudes have also released their findings. So you know what? I could also, you know, do a rereading. Well, not a rereading, but a reading of that and see how it contrasts with my answers as well. So hell yeah. Resident Evil 4. Haven't played more of that since the first episode I did of it, but I wouldn't mind. Sifu! How could I forget Sifu? Good old Sifu McGeefu. I guess Sean is fun to fight. Yeah, I think Sean is probably the most fun to fight, yeah. Yeah, not to mention he has easily one of, if not the best fighting stage as well, you know, in terms of starting off in the club, and then, you know, and then scrolling through it. So, Sean Sifu. On that note, or semi-related note, can't wait to play 4 Strike sometime. So, hell yeah. Okay, Oxenfree definitely has a boss fight, and the boss fight of Oxenfree is the finding the way out. So yeah. I haven't played the second one yet though, so yeah, definitely got to get around to that someday. Bloodborne, again, I've only fought a couple of bosses so far, and so I'm not very far in the game, but we'll get there eventually. Oh yes, I do still have Mortal Shell, don't I? That's cute. Okay, yeah, nothing else in terms of the PlayStation Oris, off the top of my head. In terms of the Switchy stuffs, oh yeah, there is, you know what, oh, hold up. Oh, silly me. There we go. I feel like I'm... Okay, yeah. Are there any other, like... Oh! I know! One for boss fights. Rayman... Raving... Rabbids... Chinatown... Shmup. Oh, not shmup level. Yeah, because basically, Rayman Raving Rabbids 2 had like it had like a time crisis mode where you could like go around places and shoot the rabbids with plunger guns, which would fire in spurts, and he shoots you. Ow, it's gonna hurt. So yeah. What else is there? Who's to say? Who's to say? Yeah, I mean, I don't hugely need to come up with more honourable mentions. I'm just really combing my mind silently So you know what? Once I've done that, I guess we could. You know what? That's probably enough writing to do for now, and I could just switch over to actually playing Silk Song so that I can catch up to more of the godforsaken Jacob Geller video. That's a whole other thing. Like I said last stream, part of why I'm getting up to Act 3 is because I stopped watching the Jacob Geller Silk Song video up to the point when he said, and then I finished Act 2. And, yeah. And so, after having gotten up to where I was in Act 3, I watched some of the Jacob Geller video, and I was able to watch like an extra 3 or 4 minutes before I stopped myself before I expected him to potentially say something spoilery. So... yeah, so I'm really drip feeding myself with that man. Jesus Christ. And that's nothing to say of the fact that I can't watch the Something Rotten podcast season of the Disco Elysiums because I haven't finished Disco Elysium. I did watch that first episode, to be fair, because that only covered the first day or 2 days, whereas I'm, barely 1 day in. In fact, that's another thing. I'm barely 1 day in, just in terms of fluffing. Just in terms of stuff I've done off stream, and on stream I haven't canonically finished a single day, I don't think. So, yeah. Not to mention I have to rewatch through literal hours just to remember where I put everything. So, yeah, basically that. But whatever, it's cool. Yeah. Anything else off the top of my head? Meow. Oh, I know. Matt Wii Sports. I've seen all of those edits of people going like, do, great. So yeah, yeah. Is there anything else? Not off the top of my head, I guess. So, wait a tick. There is also Bowser No Super Mario Brothers. Wee-hee! Okay, I'm quite pleased with myself with that, so hell yeah. Yeah. I guess that also begs the question, do I want to carry on pulling on this thread by ordering all of the stuff I've written down, or do I just want to play more Silk Song? I mean, neither. I actually want to play more Rubicon, because I have just been replaying the Wall Climber level just to get money, and also experiment with all of my different builds. I've also done different stuff with my different builds, on account of, I made a mech suit with a suit and tie. I made Metabee from Medabots. Y'all know Medabots? Probably not, but I will suck you off if you do. I made mechs based on Shroud and Mecha Man because one of the leg parts is like a pseudo spider type beat. So yeah. What else did I make? I made a samurai-inspired build. On that note, I've also discovered, turns out you can make a sword and shield mode viable. It would be even more viable if you could attach a sword on each hand and a shield in each back, but whatever, it's cool. Is there anything else? I don't rightly know sometimes. This worries me greatly. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I made a mech based on one of the Mantis Lords even, so yeah. Yeah. Good times, good times. Oh, you know who else I can add for another honourable mention? Oni Musha the Demon Braid. It's a demon braid. Oriwa Hanjin-san. Yeah. Is there anything else? You know what? There doesn't have to be anything else. I can simply just do anything else. So yeah. Yeah. Why on earth not? I don't know why I'm hesitating. I feel like I'm taking things a bit too seriously, so let's get back to the Silk songs, I suppose. I mean, I do have all of this stuff set up, I might as well take advantage, so hell yeah. So yeah, I hope that was fun for y'all. You know, I did a little bit of brainstorming, got some ideas down. Thanks for contributing, Kino, hope you're doing good, and, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I feel like, again, I have to stop. You know, no, there is nothing wrong with verbalizing that, because it is what it is. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I will restart the stream into a Silk song eventually. Take care now, bye-bye then, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.